uh, clip number 5. Anyways, I just had a complete aha moment when I was rewatching that video the last one for, this is following that. The one, this video following, the following video, no wait, the video before this one, okay? I had this aha moment and now I'm gonna lose it. What was it? Oh yeah. Okay, because remember when I was like, I don't really understand why it stopped working, okay? Why the magic and the bullshit and the voodoo and the things coming at me, it stopped working. The reason why it stopped working is because I had balanced out my karma. Now before that, I was allowing these influences and these entities and these energies to influence me to do things I knew that were not right, like check fraud and fucking scams and ripping and running and just all the shit that I did, right? That landed me in prison, okay? Robbing houses, all the bullshit. Like, yeah, I did that shit. I did some pretty shitty shit, okay? And so at that time, I had no, I mean, I believe I had protection, right? But I just didn't have a complete a shield because I had karma that I owed. So like, yeah, you learn in church and you learn in the Bible that Jesus died for our sins. I like to think that the Bible is God inspired and human aired, but God inspired. Like, I believe that it is, yes, absolutely words from the Lord because it's living and it comes alive and it helps you when you need it. And I know for a fact it is like water to my spirit, like seriously, living water. Okay, it comes alive and it is reproofs and corrects and gets you where you need to be, right? But I also believe that there was things tweaked and changed and made to look a different way on purpose to keep us asleep. And one of the things I believe that is by saying he died for our sins. I do believe that we have karmic debts and things that the universal law. I believe in it. What you put out, you get back, and there's things that you can't get around. If you do it, you are going to have to somehow balance that out. Okay. Now Jesus did die for us to have a blueprint to go back to remembering for the total recall of the chosen, the total recall of the 144,000. He knew he was going to die as he walked in his gifts and his miracles and the things that he taught and showed us. He knew he was going to die if he did it, and he did it anyways because he wanted to get the message to us in these times, okay? The power that we have and the things that we can call in as above, so below. These fuckers doing their dark magic and their voodoo are fucking burnt. Like, really burnt. What do you think? Do you think that the battle might go a different way when it's already written, the battle's already won, right? Like, I've been smack dab in the fucking middle of a tweaker cult, okay? Yeah, tweakers doing rituals and conjuring up things they have no fucking idea what they're doing, okay? And believing that it's going to make them rich quick, okay? And they're just a fucking pawn and a fucking dude. Anyways, I'm not, that's negative. So I do pray for their lost soul, but I'll tell you what, I don't even know if that's going to help them now because of the things that they do, okay? And then they go gamble all the money. Anyways, it's so funny. Okay, where was I? Oh yeah, the aha moment, why it couldn't touch me. And then before that, I had gotten home. And I got, okay, so then I got accepted into this program, which was another miracle, and I will go ahead and document that here today. So, Acres of Hope is in Auburn. Very, very hard to get into. You have to have children for one, and you'll be going through a discipleship, and you get your own cottage. Like, it is one of the top of the line, very soft. I mean, it was a high success rate. Excuse me, a high success rate, and all around, like, was perfect. Okay. Um, So I came back from, okay, I forgot to tell you guys, when I drove up to um, Hemet to be with Kim and them and to have prayer and figure out what I was going to do with my marriage. As on my way up there, my grandfather passed, okay, and my brother called me, okay, and he was crying. Because regardless of what my grandfather did in with the spirit of Jezebel, or like a spirit of he had a perverted spirit on him, okay, when it came to women. And he just was real touchy and real vocal and very vulgar, okay, with women. Despite that, my brother respected my grandfather and he loved him. And I mean, they took over and made sure that we were always cared for when our parents couldn't care for us. So he looked at him like a father and he loved him, okay? Yes, when I got out, my brother was absolutely using with the same people that I had been around my whole life, which are not people that should ever be around such a beautiful man as my brother, because he was gullible and, you know, he had a lot of people that shouldn't have been around grandma's house, and it had been like went through that. Oh, so I'm pretty sure I shared this, but if I hadn't, I have done some, I go back. Oh, this is the last clip. Okay, so I have done, robberies, stolen checks, all that shit. Okay, now that was my first experience with the feeling of what it would feel like if, oh man, where was I at? If I'm, my house had gone robbed. So, it was the condition that the house I grew up in was, and the things that people had gone through, like my grandmother's pottery, my great grandmother's pottery, my grandma's paintings, just like our whole life, pictures, all that. I mean, the house was just completely twacked the fuck out, okay? And my brother was all the way in it. He had left his wife. And yeah. So I felt really, really pressed to go and pray for my brother. And this is before my grandpa passed, right? Anyways, I did do that, and he did give his heart to Jesus with me that day. And I could feel demonic energies all around. At the time, I didn't know that's what I was feeling, but now that I've been through this trenches and been through hermit mode, and I've been able to realize what energy is mine and what is outside of me, what is good, what is bad, what is anxiety, what is, and I'm still learning. Okay, so listen. Oh God, I just want to drive home one more point before I goes off. Anyways, oh, how I got into Acres of Hope is through a person that knew me prior to going to prison from court in the church up in Auburn, and he put in a good word for me. So, because you have to go through a process of interviews and all that, and I got in on miraculously, because it never happens that easy. And then 2 days before I could go in, I wake up bone cold, and my son had lost. His spirit had left his body and mine, and I knew he was gone. And I went to the doctor. The heartbeat wasn't there. I believed for